welcome back. We are here with a new podcast episode, and it's today Monday, and we are in a different setup. We are in our living room because I thought, change it up. Why not? It's so dark outside anyway, so why just be brave and go into the living room? Yeah. So here we are. It's a Monday, and you can't know that I was born on a Monday, so I like Mondays, and it's my birthday week, which is very exciting. And I thought, I have so much to share. Why don't I just hop on here and talk to you guys? So here we are. If you don't know me, my name is Charlotte. I'm a knitter and a working mom from Germany, from Leipzig. And this is my little corner where I talk about all fibery things, and yeah. So today is a third cup of coffee day. Please don't ask how my toddler is sleeping right now. Oh, he's sleeping right now, but how he is sleeping at night, because it's interesting. That's safe to say. It's interesting. So let's do this. Let's start with finished objects. So my first finished object is actually what I'm wearing right now. It's done. It's the Fika Pullover. I will answer a picture here. It's a Fika Pullover by Sari Nordland, and I got so lucky to test knit it for her. I knitted it size 4, and I used the recommended wool from Gilead. In the colorway, it's what's the name of Drone? Yeah, and the colorway is Pulverize. And I've talked about it quite a bit in my former episodes. It has all this cable, all about the body and the sleeves. It has 1x1 ribbing here. I have not put any elastics in, and I followed the pattern completely. So I did no changes. I did the recommended length, everything. So that's the thing with test knitting, that you do those kind of things. So yeah, I finished it. It got me so much joy, and it was my project during my week off. So I knitted this jumper. I started it on Friday, and I finished it on, I think, Saturday night, and then I blocked it. So for me, I don't know, how is it for you? For me, it is a finished object after I washed it and blocked it. Then it is finished. Not before that, because it belongs to this whole slow making process for me. So yeah, I finished it, and I was so happy. I loved the neck collar. She also gave an option for a crew neck, but I like the high ribbing, the long ribbing. And I thought, It might be a little bit too warm, but it's snowed today outside and I went out and yeah, it was not that cold. So yeah, that's my first finished object, the Fika Pullover. It's not out yet, but it's so beautiful and I wear it. I've already worn it, I think, to work almost 2 or 3 times last week. I think 3 times. Yeah. So yeah, it's a love. It was not a labor of love. It was just pure joy because it kept me engaged, because you have to knit and purl. It's mostly knitting, but also some purling. And then you do the cables, but it's also mindless enough that I could work while I watched a TV show, and that wasn't like reading all the charts all the time, because I didn't knew what I was doing next. So very good, very, very good. And because we have a parade of finished objects today, I have another finished object. I have 3 finished objects. And so, this is my Sunday Pullover Mohair edition by Petit Knit. I knitted mine in brushed alpaca silk by Drops, and I looked up the price for which I bought it, and this whole piece costed me, I think, 21 euros. So it's a bargain. It really was. I put an elastic in here, and here's what happened, you guys. I don't know, you can't see it right now, but I messed up a little bit with the sleeves. So the one sleeve is longer than the other. I knitted them the same. I don't know what happened there. So when I pull them up, it's not that you can't see it that much, but I know it, and that's what bothering me. And it's a process of slow making that I have no problem on going back in there, and I don't know what to do, if I want to make the one sleeve longer or the other sleeve shorter. So for now I'm keeping it, but I want to fix it because it's bothering me, and the inner monk of myself is not happy. So it needs to get fixed. And yeah, don't know. I wore it already. I knew I would love the finished object, but what I don't like so much is that it doesn't have short rows. And I think I could have gone in there and added short rows just by myself. I haven't done that yet. I haven't added to any pattern. So what I mean when I haven't done that yet is what I mean that I've never done adding short rows through a pattern just by myself. I always follow the pattern when it says for short rows, or I did not call for short rows. And so I was insecure and I didn't do it, and I will still wear it, but I don't like the difference a little bit in the back and in the front of the length. So it should be like this, and with short you do achieve it. This is the front, this is the back. But now it's a little bit like this, and does it bother me? Yes. Does it bother me enough to not wear it? also know. So we are going to live with it. It was a beautiful pattern. I love pretty knit patterns. We know that. I'm a sucker for her patterns. I like the brushed alpaca silk by Drops, and I hope that it's not going to fade. I have the thought that it might be very appealing to Faraday. We will see. I'm washing all my garments by hand. I have the pretty knit soap. I wash them cold. Yeah, you name it, I do it. So I do take good care of my hand clothes. But yeah, these are my thoughts. So I love to style it. I actually got a skirt from Apricot Coco. It's a fair fashion label from Berlin, which is from two women, and they created their own label, and so they have this skirt in this beige colorway, and I know that I do not look a little bit like Petinet, but the thought of wearing this with a skirt like she wore it in her advertisement pictures, into this picture here, yeah, it's also something I'm going to love. So yeah, this is the second finished object. I know, you guys, last time no finished object other than my cute little penguin. This time 2 pullovers. Crazy, I know. But here we are, and that's why I hopped on here and started to talk about it right now, right here, right now, because I knew if I would wait to for the month to end, there would be a lot of things to talk about, and yeah, I was not feeling it. Like, I felt like I wanted to talk about it today. So let's talk about all the things I made. The next finished object, well, I have 3. This is my last finished object, and we're good in time. We really are. So this is my 3rd finished object, and so this and this are my finished objects. So this is the Robin Beanie by Sari Nordland. I knitted it as part of the my first test knit was by Sari. My first ever KAL is also by her. It's part of her. I took part of her top down, Sari's top down hats knit along thingy, and I did what I told you guys I would do. I frocked my hipster hood from Petinet, and I also had this Sophie scarf, and the Sophie scarf was such a Instagrammy thing I felt for, and I had leftovers from when I knitted my hipster hood, so I started knitting this, and then I ran out of yarn and there was no way I could finish it, so I bought another ball. I ended up not wearing the Sophie scarf, so and because I need so much more fiber and wool for this pattern. So you basically knit all the increases on the top, and then it's going to, so then you just keep going till the end, and then you fold it, so it's double folded, so you have 3 layers, and then you are good to go. And here we are. So I liked it. Yeah, I knitted it up within 2 or 3 days on my I had days off last week because I worked on Saturday. Yeah, I had a shift on Saturday. I had to work. And so I work in a public pharmacy. I've studied pharmacy here in Leipzig. And yeah, you have to work on Saturday sometimes. Or at least I have. And yeah, I finished it on Saturday morning, I think. Yeah, I think in the morning I finished it. I washed it, I blocked it. And yeah, yesterday was my first time wearing it. And I love it. It is exactly what I intended on achieving with this pattern. And I'm going to make another hat by her as part of this knit along, and I'm going to use my Olivia and Oliver Fibers Merino Decay, yeah, in the colorway Eggnog. So here it is, but it needs to, so I wanted to knit another beanie with this. I wanted to knit the sailor beanie. It's a new pattern from her, and I'm going to knit this, I think it's called for a worsted weight yarn. So I'm going to get some mohair, and because it's quite, I don't know if you can see it, it's so YouTube from 2012. Now you can see it with the hand behind. I'm going to pair it with the mohair, and I went to my local yarn shop today because I needed to get some needles. Oh, aren't they beautiful? I needed some 5.5 millimeter needles, so I got them. And that's not what I wanted to say. Oh God. So I went to my local yarn shop and looked for some mohair to go with it, but they don't have any colorway I like. They were all a little bit too warm, and I saw Marlene from Marlene Knits doing the Monday sweater with eggnog colorway, or in this eggnog colorway, and pairing us with Knitting for Olives mohair in the colorway Oat. Here we go. And yeah, I thought, why not? So I'm going to order one skein, and I'm so unorganized because I told you last time that I would buy some mohair from Knitting for Olive, and I could have ordered it back then, but yeah, that's how I am. Very unorganized sometimes, and other ways very organized, but most often I'm not. And that's okay. you need to learn to be gentle with yourself, so to be kind and to accept that you are the way you are. And sometimes you see all those people and you feel like, oh, they have all their shits together. And I think for some people I might appear like that too. I have a toddler, I'm working, I'm knitting quite a bit, I have a husband, but that does not mean that I have all my shit together and all my stuff sorted. There's so much that I'm not going to share on social media, not right now, maybe someday, that you don't see, and all the mental load which goes into doing or into living, especially as a working mom. There's so much. Parenthood always has a lot of mental load. Yeah, so a little bit TED Talky-ish way to say that I'm not organized and that I didn't board the kids, the soft silk mohair when I should have. So be organized, think about your things. So this is not an acquisition. I've shown you this so much already, but it's, yeah, it's soon to be cast on. So yeah, it's a project for the future. So let's move on to works in progress. So I cast on, speaking of my knitting for Olive, I think I'm going to put it down now. It's so beautiful. I love this color, especially these colors together. Oh, aren't they beautiful together? I can't. I really can't. Oh, can't go there. No. Okay, just chill around them. So I had this finished and I cast it on my so on Saturday. I knew when I had to go to work I wouldn't have anything to work on with me, and so I decided 1 hour before I left to cast on the stitches for my lento. So I'm taking part of the Let's Lento knit along. You can't see much because I'm still having this on 60 centimeter circulars and yeah, so it's all bunched up, but it's working. So yeah, so the Lento sweater is a pattern from the Liner magazine, and the interesting thing about the Lento is that you have a very, very interesting gauge. So you knit this on 6mm needles and you hold 1 strand of fingering and 1 strand of lace. And I went for drops, not drops, from Knitting for Olive silk and her merino, and in this black colorway because I know that I'm going to wear it in this color. It's classic for me. I love to wear black, and it's not this heavy duty wintry fabric that I'm wearing right now, and heading into spring I think I'm going to have a lot of wear out of it. So I started it on Saturday. Today is Monday, so I'm 2 days in, and it knits itself up so quickly. I'm already halfway through the raglan increases. So it has short rows in the back. We love some short rows. It has a raglan design. So here we go. Already halfway through the yoke. Crazy. It really is flying. It's super duper weird knitting so fine fibers on these big needles. It really is quite a challenge for me, I think. Maybe you are like, Charlotte, get your shit together. It's easy peasy lamb squeezy, but for me, it gets to my wrist. It hurts my wrist a little bit. Maybe it's 6mm needles. I don't know. Yeah. Would I knit Lento again? Absolutely. But first of all, I need to finish this, and then there are other patterns I want to do. And so I'm going to take part of the KAL with this, but when that's done, I'm done with lentils for now, I think. For now. Maybe next week. I have different thoughts. So another work in progress is my penny glove. This is my first penny glove. I need to do a second. I'm a little bit afraid to run out of my mohair. I'm not good with yarn chicken, and I have to do the thumb still. So this is a penny glove pattern by Petit Knit. I shortened it, so it would call for more centimeters of length here. I shortened them here, and then I did the increases. So this is something I do as a gift. I do as a gift net for one of the teachers in my child's nursery, and I want to give it to her as a Valentine's Day present. But then we found out this month that she will leave our nursery, which makes me quite sad because we like her so much, and especially our child loves her to pieces. But yeah, when I first started knitting on it, I thought it looks a little bit like it gone bad, like bread with a lot of fungi on it. Not cute, but knitted up, I quite like it. I think it looks a little bit melange-esque. So yeah, I'm going to cast on the second one. I took notes, very detailed notes on how long I made which part. I'm knitting this on 3mm. I'm using this shorties, so you can see how teeny tiny this needle is. Yeah, so I'm needing to cast them on soon, but right now I'm not feeling like it. I have to do it this week, and I'm going to do it this week, but not today. There's snow again outside. Yay! Yay, snow. Oh. Let's move on. So, for future plans, I talked about my drop sleema quite a bit. I love the drape. I love the fabric this will create. I have used this in the black colorway from my Jenny sweater. There's not an episode I can't mention my Jenny sweater. And but what I don't like, I already mentioned that, and I'm sound like a broken record, but here we go again. I don't like the peeling. It peels so much. And yeah, so I decided to get mohair to go with this. So I got the Drops Kid Silk mohair in the Armor colorway, so they match. And here's the thing again, but I already got this pattern. So like I said, I like the patterns of my favorite things in knitwear. I don't like that she's not size inclusive. But I'm going to knit something from her because I already got the pattern, and I decided that I would not need another sweater, another wintry sweater, because there are only so much sweaters you can wear. So I made a little swatchery-do and blocked it. And I'm going to knit myself the jacket number 1 by my favorite things knitwear. I'm going to knit a size medium. And I did my swatch, mid gauge. So this is why I bought my 5.5 millimeter needles. And I think I'm going to start knitting to cast it on. Maybe today, maybe not today. I should not cast it on today. Maybe I should. But I also need to cast on this. Yeah, so this is what I'm going to do. And we will see in our next episode how it's going. So her pattern is not size inclusive. It just runs up to a 44 size, European size 44, so an extra large, which comes to finished circumferences from 143. And I don't like my clothes to be, I like them oversized, but not too oversized. Yeah, so that's why I'm knitting a size medium in it. I'm not in size medium usually. Yeah, but that's the story with this. So I swatched it. In her pattern she gives options for what to do, row to row, and or you can use shards. And we will see what kind of thing I'm going to use. I'm not sure right now, but I'm going to knit this jacket, and I think especially heading into spring, it's going to be quite useful to have it on the go. Also, when I bought my mohair, I got myself some Fika Pullover from Drops in the colorway 2020. And this is going to be a hottie sweater by Paula Strict. For my colleague at work, I got her a new hot water bottle at work, because you need to change your hot water bottles quite regularly, because all the softeners inside the plastics are getting off, and so you need to use. Long story short, just change them. Yeah, and I got her a new water bottle, and I got 2 balls of this alpaca bookleg, and I'm going to knit her this sweater and maybe one day I'm going to knit one for myself, but my husband got me a bottle, a hot water bottle with a pup on it, and so with a puppy puck. Yeah, and it's very cute, so I don't need it right now. And I'm not that much into hot water bottles because I'm always warm, so it's not that regular that I need them. Yeah, but I got some of this, and that's what I'm going to cast on, so I need to have it finished for the end of the month. So yeah, stay tuned. So I think that. So we did some acquisitions and future plans together in one. Sorry for my hands dancing. Yeah, so these are my plans for the future. Is there anything I wanted to add? I don't think so. Yeah, so it's my birthday week. We will see what we are going to do on my birthday itself. We will have some friends over for some breakfast because most of our friends have children, and even before we had a child, I love to have this kind of events in the morning, so I'm done with them. I don't have someone around here at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock when I just want to hang on my couch and do nothing and don't be like, yeah, cool that you're here, but no, you can leave. I'm this kind of a person, so we always had our parties in the morning, and we hadn't done them in the previous years because of COVID things going on, but this year we decided to go for it. So, and because my birthday is on a Saturday this year, we are going to do it on a Saturday, which is nice. Yeah, so these are my plans for this week, and yeah, now I'm going to order myself this mohair, which I want because I want to finish this head before it gets warm. Not that it's appearing like it getting warm quite soon, but I want to have some weeks of wear out of it. I know I'm going to wear it next winter, so in half a year. Yeah, not in half a year, a little bit more than, so October, November. In this year I'm going to wear it again. But till then, yeah, needs to go away. But I want to finish this, so yeah, if you have any questions, personal questions, you can leave them down in the comment section, and I would really appreciate if you consider subscribe to this channel, especially if you made it so far into this video. It would be a delight to have you stick around here. And yeah, I hope you are staying healthy, you stay kind, and have a lovely knitting time. So let's knit.